What's up, everybody? So right now it's pretty early. I'm just gonna throw the wheels on the car, get it on the ground, and try to take it for a first drive and make sure everything's okay with it. Throw the hood back on after that, and then probably not touch until later tonight, and then try to get the dash in and the all the wiring done for my gauges and stuff like that, and finish up the hydro mount since I still have to do that. I'm almost done with it, but yeah, kind of got sidetracked doing the brakes and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna throw these wheels on and hopefully take it for its first drive. First drive went fine. It does have a check engine light. I plugged in the connectors, read the code. It's for the manifold air pressure sensor, and it could be either two different sensors. It's either the map sensor or the atmospheric one, because it has two, and it'll go back and forth as the ECU needs it. So I'm going to try to figure out what that is. I did get told that you could use the stock RS one, which is what I have because the JDM one broke. I do have the actual JDM one, but the little nipple came off for the vacuum line, so I'm going to plug that in and see if that works, and probably try to fix the nipple if I can, if that solves the problem. It was the map sensor. I threw the JDM one on, started the car, check engine light went away, everything's good with that. I do have to JB weld the nipple back on because it cracked off from the importer that I got it from. But other than that, the car's decent right now. I still have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to button up on this thing, but check engine lights are all off, nothing majorly wrong right now, and it's running pretty good, so I'm happy with it. I've been driving the car for a few days. It's running great, and I finally got around to fixing all the little stuff that I need to do, finish putting the interior in. I had a couple hose clamps that were off and causing boost leaks and vacuum leaks. Fix those. Car's running great. Big ass car, since it's finally to that point where everything's where it's supposed to be and things like that. There's a whole bunch of little stuff that I didn't show that I did. Put the interior back in and whatnot, and fixing little stuff. The slave cylinder went out, had to fix that. The master cylinder went out for the clutch, so that was a pain. Had to go with just a replacement part from AutoZone because I was in a hurry. It'll probably end up going out because I've always had bad luck with crappy auto part store replacement parts. So I'll probably get an OEM one, just so have it as backup. But everything's pretty much done in the engine bay. The only thing I have left to do, I need to bolt up the intercooler, but it's pretty firm in there with just the hose clamps and the Y-pipe. But yeah, everything's pretty much together for the engine bay. I want to get a splitter for this so the air can actually be forced into the intercooler and not just kind of shoving air everywhere with the hood scoop. But then we got the interior pretty much done, back together. I didn't really show the hydro being made just because my footage was kind of complete garbage for it. I didn't really check it as I was doing it, and it turned out really bad, but it works really well. It's hidden in the dash really well. I did have to trim quite a bit, but not as much as I thought I would. I forgot to do the glove box, forgot to flock it, so I'll probably eventually do that, especially since where I set it, it got super scuffed up because I was totally retarded where I set it. But yeah, everything looks good. Fixed the wire for the boost gauge since I had accidentally broken it. Taking something off, and everything's pretty much back together. But yeah, it's pretty nice. So since the car's back together, I'm gonna go do what any normal person does. Do some roll racing against my wife in her stock Focus ST. Switch cars and see what the outcome is with different drivers with her in here. Well, as you can see, the car pulls super hard. It's definitely a lot of fun. And yeah, racing the stock Focus ST, it's not a really good judge of how fast it is, because that's not really a fast car anyway. But the car's not meant to be really fast, but it's definitely really quick. And it's a lot of fun. With that short gear ratio and everything, it just pulls really hard. As you can tell from the videos, I had to shift way more, and she had to shift way more too. Than we did in the Focus, but definitely a lot of fun. The car is a blast. I'm pretty happy that it's running good. Everything seems to be pretty well with it right now. Still a bunch of stuff that I want to do to the car later on, like the radiator, whatnot. That'll come later once I can save some more money and not have to spend so much money on this thing at once, like I already did. I got the coilovers in today though, so that's exciting. I'm going to try to throw them in tomorrow, do a review on them, because there's really nothing about them online. Maybe like a comparison between the stock suspension and the new coilovers to see how they compare. But like I said, there's not much information on the field coilovers, or at least their rally coilovers out there. I had their tarmac ones. They were great in my STI, and I really enjoyed them, but we'll see how these gravel ones are. But yeah, really excited about the car. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for checking out my video and watching the build.